Hi YouTube, I'm TheAverageBeau, and in this box is a GoPro Hero 8. Now let's get started. Let's open it up. We got the case I bought for it and the actual Hero 8. I've never actually unboxed a brand new GoPro, so I'm pretty excited about this. I've also got a blue case for it. Blue is my favorite color, so I'm excited about this. I'm going to put that over here for now. This is the bundled edition that comes with the headband, an extra battery, a memory card that's 32 gigs, and a little tripod. It normally is $4.99. I picked it up for $3.99 last week. I've been waiting to unbox it until I got the lights and the mic up, and now that those are done, we can have some fun because I wanted the best video quality that I could get. I was actually thinking about buying a Canon M50 until one of my coworkers talked me out of it. I had read a lot of stuff about the Canon M50 being really cool, and I wanted it partly because it looks super professional, and that was kind of a selling point to me. But after talking to a coworker of mine, this seemed to be the best route, as it is a lot more portable. But the main goal here is to try to get better video quality. I feel like I'm still a little grainy here. I think the lights helped quite a bit, but I'd like to make it as good as possible. And with the Hypersmooth 2.0, I can do some cooler stuff that I have planned probably for the end of this month, actually. It's a little bit more expensive because it comes with a head strap, which I feel like that would be the weirdest thing ever to wear. A extra battery, a 32 gig memory card, and a tripod. Has a 12 megapixel camera, can do 4K at 60 frames per second. Most video that you watch is just about 30 frames per second, so that means that you can cut the video down at half the speed and still keep the right amount of frames to make it viewable. So essentially slow-mo is the whole purpose there. 8 times slow-mo, that part comes from at 1080p. I think it does like 240 or something like that frames per second. I'll obviously correct myself if I'm wrong there. It's got the Hypersmooth 2.0, which is just a better version of the Hypersmooth, which I think will be pretty cool for some stuff that I'm going to do. And it has time warp, which I'm actually really interested in. I plan to be using that quite a bit here soon. And it does live streaming, which I'm not going to do. Let's face it, I mess so many things up. There's no way I'm going to be able to do any of this live, at least not yet. But otherwise, this is just the regular one with more stuff. And I kind of figured for 50 bucks more, why not just get the one with the extra stuff? The memory card and the battery alone covered that. Let's go ahead and get it unboxed. Ooh, it's blue! Oh, where'd the camera go? All right. Just because we know that I have a habit of messing things up, I'm taking this off first, and then we're going to open this up. Assuming I can... Actually, let's do it the safest way. Let's completely disconnect the camera. Because otherwise I'm going to drop it. Let's be completely honest. I'm going to put this actually on top of this so I don't do any weird scratching. Then there we go. I don't really use these too much, so I don't know how they work very well, but I wonder if I can do anything with that platform. That's going to be kind of cool. All right, so let's see here. In the box, start out with a little orange note. GoPro Plus. It's asking me basically to sign up for the GoPro cloud storage stuff, unlimited cloud storage, damage replacement, things like that. I think it was like 50 bucks a month. Again, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong there. But you get to try it for free with this and this. Another card here tells us how to take the camera off, which I have 2 5s and a 4, so they're relatively similar. But I think that's on the other side, actually. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it is, actually. So this was connected here. Oh, that's interesting. That folds in. Oh, shouldn't have done that. That's going to be hard. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to get out. Anyway, so this goes on this side, whereas on the 5 that you're watching on right now, it actually goes in this way. I'm not sure if that's going to matter in the future with any of the accessories I have, but hopefully not. It tells you kind of how to open up the battery bay and everything here, so let's just go ahead and do that. That is actually quite hard. Yeah, so you got to pull that out. I don't like that. That's really, really tough. But I guess that means it's more durable. But that takes some effort, and you can hear it actually. Hold on. Yeah. But then it just, oh, that comes completely off. Yeah, pretty much. Comes all the way off. And then the battery goes inside there. Just maybe give you a little preview of it. Well, we'll pop that there for now. Something that says caution that we're clearly not going to read. Need help? Absolutely not. GoPro stickers. Cool enough for me. A user manual that is really thick, actually. Don't know why I would need that much information, but maybe we'll read that later. And then now for the goods. 32 gigabyte micro SD with an SD adapter. That's super cool that they give the SD adapter. So that's fantastic. I have a 128 that I'm going to actually end up putting in here. And I'm going to take this 32 gig one, put it in the voice recorder so I can put the SD card that's in that back in my Canna Raspberry Pi and maybe use that sometime. And then we have battery 1 and battery 2, which I think these batteries are like $40 a piece or something like that individually. Again, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong there. But 2 batteries, that's fantastic. I'm going to have to buy a battery charger for these. And again, I'm curious to see how long those will time lapse because I want to get into doing more of those. I've got some travel plans and I want to kind of time lapse some of it here in the future. USB cable, USB-C to USB. The head strap here with some type of weird rubber band. That's weird. All right, and then so we got this. Ugh, that'll stick to your head. Got like some grippies. Put that on. Feels like upside down underwear on your forehead. Yeah. I'll leave that. Actually, can I put this on? Let's see how weird I look the whole time while I do this, huh? I get it. There we go. Let's see how weird that looks for the rest of the video. And then a 3M sticky guy for putting this on something. This would be useful maybe if I buy a bike in the future, put that on like shoulder pad or something like that. And then this. One of the things that I got with some of the accessories for the Hero 5 that I bought online was a bunch of little accessories like this. And I will say GoPro's engineering when it comes to like their tripods and stuff like that is fantastic. I've got a little tripod stick that folds out into like 9 different ways. It's super cool. But let's take a look at this thing here. Yeah, so you can use it as like a little handheld little selfie stick guy. You can pop it out, get like a little longer selfie stick guy or like a cane to hit people with. And then you can pop it back down. And I got like a little tripod. Yeah, so super cool. And that's honestly a pretty good height. I could sit here and you'd be able to see, if I angled it upwards, all of me and everything. So pretty wide angle. These are pretty awesome. I want this though. I feel like this is useful for some reason. Here we go. Yes. I don't think I'm supposed to use this for anything, but I'm gonna. I feel like this would be like really good for like streaming. And mount it on top of like a PC case or something, or just even by itself. It's flat. It's got some stability. So let's get those off there. All right. Well, I don't know necessarily why I did that, but I'm gonna use this for something. Absolutely, I will. All right, so let's clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna use one of these batteries. I'll use two. Yeah, we'll put this back in here. I'm a box saver, so everything has to go back in the box so that, you know, in case I sell it or something. Which I don't see myself doing, but if they come out with a new one, you never know. All right. Yeah, let's use this one for now. Get ourselves up and going with everything that it came with. Put these over here. All right, it's on my head. I'm leaving this on, by the way. We're gonna use it. Pop this in here first. These are notoriously frustrating to get that in there. So I can get that in and then the battery in, but now I can't get it out because it's like flesh is some Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. But alrighty. It doesn't make the same click going back on, which I'm not cool with, because I don't know if it's on there. The only way to know if it's on there is to take it back off. So, yeah, I'll have to get used to that. This is kind of weird, though, but I guess it's actually a pretty cool way to hold it, but we'll see. All right, let's take off this sticker. Ooh. Because we can put this guy on. I hate it when that happens. Lifetime warranty. I wonder if that means if I like destroy it like an OtterBox, if it will, if I can call them and get a replacement. We'll have to find out. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, if you destroy your OtterBox, you can call them and they will replace it. I think it just goes on there. Cool enough. That's going to make getting the battery out annoying. But probably more interesting while it's sitting on my forehead. All right. And now it's blue. Ooh, cool. Go super tourist with it. Let's turn it on. English is good. don't know if you can see that. And it says legal stuff. We'll agree to all the legal stuff. GPS. Turn that off. Yep, I already have the GoPro app. So now I need to finish in the app, it says. So what we're going to do here, that. I'm going to do fine. I'm going to turn the brightness up on here, actually. And then connect to GoPro. No way. That was way quicker. The fives are frustrating to connect. Like just super frustrating. What should we name this camera? I named the 4 James Camera On. So let's do... That's called Hateful Eight. Name it after an old Tarantino film. All right, camera update available. So something to know, you're going to end up with an update. Do that. I wonder if this one will stay on my Wi-Fi while I do it, because one of the problems is the other ones run from Wi-Fi. They don't do Bluetooth, or at least the 5s, and so it cuts off all signal in that process, and it's not fun. Yep, I cut off my Wi-Fi there, so accept. Camera battery's too low. And let me guess. Yep, okay. Well, you gotta come out here. You have to how do you... The charging port's inside the battery cage. If that's not the worst design I've ever seen. All right, 1 second. Let me grab the cable. What if maybe this one has better charge? So this will be an interesting test if it shuts off while it's plugged in and I take the battery out. Stays on. This is no battery. This one had like 16% charge. Oh, you're in wrong. You're in backwards. And this one, 12, or no, 17. So literally the same. But now that it's plugged in, oh, 22. Wow, that jumped super quick. I wonder if it's got a fast charger in it, like a Qualcomm. That would be interesting. I'm going to have to check on that. All right, so now that we've got that going, let's do an update on Hateful Eight. Getting these things to connect over Wi-Fi is probably one of the more frustrating experiences. They just never seem to want to do it. Sometimes they disconnect. It's kind of a wild times. The other thing is that I don't know if this one will be interesting. So like if I turn it this way, everything's fine. But if I turn it this way, it creates a little sliver. As you can kind of see here. It does that way, but if I turn it this way, we're all good. So that's kind of annoying. But let's play with some settings here. Put it into video mode. It's kind of a little yellow, but that's also not really getting much of that light. Settings button's in a different spot. Let's see here. Enable voice control. Don't want to do that yet. High on beeps. Screensaver, 1 minute. Auto off, 15. Let's see here. GPS don't need. Not seeing the settings. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh, okay, that might not be too bad. So right now it's on 1080 60 wide. I normally shoot in 2.7K, 60 frames. Currently on wide, which should be fine. All right, let's see here. So wide, hyper smooth, low light. Turn on the low light. Pro tune. All right, I'm gonna play with these settings, and then I'm gonna set up another tripod. And we're gonna put these cameras side by side and see what they do. So both cameras are hooked up next to each other. The 8 seems to have a thicker hinge, so that's really frustrating. I really hope that that's just the adapter that I have on that tripod and not the actual hinge on the 8. That would be really frustrating if they created a thicker hinge so that I would have to buy all new accessories specifically for the 8. That would be super frustrating. I'll let you know in the future if that's the case. I really hope it's not. But so far, it wasn't too hard to set up. It seems to be working better with my phone here as far as allowing me to stream and watch this video. It doesn't look as good on the phone as it does with the other one, so hopefully that means it's getting better quality over there. But you hopefully can see these next to each other and possibly see whether or not it is better quality. I might need to do more setting adjustments on the actual 8, but we'll have to test that in the future. I haven't really done anything to it other than just kind of set it up and kind of give it the 2.7K 60 hertz linear view that I use most of the time on the 5. But again, what I'm looking for here is better video quality, hoping to get less grainy and more detail. I might have to bump it up to 4K to do so, but that's fine. The secondary thing that I'm trying to do is get less heat. The 5s and the 4 just get scalding hot at any time I'm recording, probably more than 15 minutes, and the longer I go, the hotter they get, to the point that I feel like they're honestly going to melt the memory card. I'm hoping that the 8 can reduce that heat and therefore allow me to maybe pump it up to 4K so that I can actually record in 4K. It's not possible with the 5s because they're going to catch fire, it almost feels like. But that being said, let's swap the view around and see what we get here and just have some fun with it. All right, this is me looking at you, looking at me. Let's do a little test, see how hyper smooth this gets. Look over here at my coffee stuff and my dirty ass sink, and then we'll look over here at my other stuff. Yeah, so far so good. We'll look up there at the old Jameson bottles and the Cookie Monster. Whoa, wow. And we'll look back down here. It does seem pretty smooth on the phone, at least. It seems to be kind of slowly going. It doesn't seem to be moving as fast as I'm moving. So we'll see here. And just so I get in time, that should line everything up between the mic and the 2 cameras. But again, this is me, looking at you, looking at me, looking at things and stuff. But I think I'm going to do some more testing with this camera. If you think it gives me better quality, or if you have any suggestions on how I can make it look better, please let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you have any suggestions on names for the camera or videos I should shoot next. Otherwise, drop a like if you liked the video or found it helpful. Subscribe if you'd like to see what I do next time. But otherwise, thank you for watching and have an above average day.